Everybody. Dr. Sheena Howard here, founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And today I am here talking about money that you are probably leaving on the table. So if you are selling anything, or you have a personal brand that you're monetizing, or even a coaching business, or if you're in entrepreneurship at all, which if you are watching this, you are an entrepreneur because you are trying to learn how to build your brand. And that is if you are watching or listening to this, however you are receiving this content, you are in the business of running a business. And this is where I want to talk about referral agreements. So, one thing that I've learned over this last month is that if you are money that you are not spending is money that is you making money. So what you don't pay is money that is in your pocket, especially when it comes to business. And what I mean by that is I'm going to give you three examples of referral agreements that I have that actually put money in my pocket because I'm not spending the money that I typically would. And you can do this successfully. And I'm not talking about affiliate links where you are sharing a link 100 times a month, and every person that buys, you get 50 cents or $2. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm not in the affiliate marketing game. I'm talking about building relationships, creating referral agreements with people that you've worked with, people that you trust, and people that you would be using or hiring anyway, or referring their services anyway. So this takes time. It takes relationship building, but at the end of the day, it's going to make you more money and save you money. So I'll give you three examples to get the ball rolling so that you can work towards implementing your own referral agreements with people that you work with and trust, and people who you would be buying things from anyway. So here's example number one. Let's say you have a virtual assistant that you work with and they do really, really good work. So these are all examples that I actually use. And let's say you have that virtual assistant do 10 hours of work for you each month, and you pay them whatever their rate is for 10 hours of work. Well, if this person is reliable and good and you would already recommend their services to your friends and network, you can say to this VA, hey, let's just have an agreement where for every new client I send you, you give me 10 free hours of virtual assistant services, right? Because one, you would already recommend this person because you know they do good work. And two, this is a easy way for them to get new business. And so I have these sorts of agreements with the virtual assistant that I work with. And it's been very, very beneficial for me because I would be paying this person anyway. And I've been able to connect my virtual assistant to some bigger companies than mine. And so it's a win-win situation. And it doesn't have to be anything complex. It's just a one-page agreement that I send to people that last a year that says, hey, for every person that I send you, I get 10 hours of VA services. And the way that I do this is I set up a Calendly link that I send to my network so that my VA knows anybody that comes through this coaching call link is one of my referrals. So that's example number one. Example number two. So I have a video editor. At this point, he's doing like 40 videos for me a month. I mean, our last invoice was $1,800 for the month. And he's good. He's reliable. I have no problem recommending him to people. So the key is you only want to recommend reliable people you can trust. I have a bunch of different contractors that I actually use because they're convenient, but I would never recommend them to anyone else because they're not reliable, they're not trustworthy, they don't meet deadlines, that kind of thing. So it's really important that you're only recommending people that are going to make you look good when you recommend their services. So my video editor, I pay him monthly for all of these videos. So we just created a referral agreement where I said, hey, I got some clients that I want to send to you. And I want to strike up an agreement where every new client that I send to you that ends up paying you for your services, you give me 10 free videos. So that's 10 videos that I do not have to pay for to recommend somebody that I would already have recommended anyway. And so that's another great example of how what you're not paying for is actually putting money in your pocket. Because all of these services help me make more money anyway. The video editing helps me bring new people into my network and make more money. The VA definitely helps me make more money with all of the things that he's helping me with. And then a third example of this is I have a partner that I do live events with every once in a while. I love her services. I love her. We get along very well. And after our last live event, I said, "Hey, I'll put a link to your free consultation call in my program and I'll refer people to you because we have the same target market." And I said, let's strike up an agreement where everyone that books your services, you give me 15% of the sale. And she does web design and really high-end stuff. So she charges, it's not like she's selling $100 products. She's selling like 2,000, 3,000, up to $10,000 packages. And so every once in a while, first of all, consistently people book calls with her. And every once in a while, someone will use her services that go directly through my link. And every once in a while, I'll get a $700 check, a $500 check. And it's nice money, which doesn't even require me to lift a finger because her link lives in my program. And so these are just three different options that you have available to you, but there's multiple different ways you can do this. And it's not something that you can probably start at the beginning of your business unless you already have existing relationships with people you trust. But it's something that you want to keep front of mind as you go on and building your business and finding great people to work with. It feels good to help them get more sales and you're helping yourself. So it's a win-win situation. So keep your eye out for referral agreements that you can create that's going to put money in your pocket, that's going to save you money for things that you would already be paying these people for. And I hope this helps you. This is a very, very, very beneficial tactic. And again, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Sheena Howard. I'm the founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics and educators increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. And if you'd like to jump on a consultation call with me to talk about building your brand and your platform, somewhere around this box, depending on where you're watching this, there'll be a link to book a 30-minute call with me so I can take you through the Power Your Research process and potentially work with you on building your platform and brand and making more money. So